We're very fortunate to do very well in a lot of sports, WCAL and CCS. Water polo has a good shot of winning the CCS. Cross country is one of the top 2 teams in the CCS. Yes, football's kind of a question mark.
Before the season started, a lot of people had told me that we were probably going to end up 3rd in WCAL. A lot of people who graduated last year said that our team this year would be lucky to make CCS playoffs, let alone do something with it.
The main worry, I guess, for me personally, was just going to be how we would be remembered. I didn't want to be remembered as, the team who followed the CCS championship team.
I know for Kyle, myself, and some of the other guys, that just pushed us that much farther because now we had something to prove. Not only did we have to prove that we weren't a letdown, we had to prove that no, we're not a 4th place team.
Actually, it might sound funny, but a critical time for this team was the St. Mary's game. We didn't play very well. We lost the game. We didn't feel very good about ourselves, but it got everybody to reevaluate where they were.
After the St. Mary's game, it was pretty tough, especially first home game that everybody was at. A lot of expectations, and it was definitely a shot through the heart.
It was a disappointing loss because there's so many fans there. It's alumni weekend. The crowd was huge.
We won pretty handily against San Leandro, and we had a week off, and we go and we play St. Mary's at home in front of this big crowd and just kind of don't play well at all.
At the end of the game, I was just firing mad. I was spitting mad. I just couldn't believe that our team had such a letdown after coming off of a solid first game.
It seemed like we had just disappointed all those fans, and it was going to be like that the rest of the season.
It's like, hey, we're not proving anyone wrong. We're doing exactly as they said as we would, even though we know we're better than that. I don't think people realized how good we'd actually be until we played Valley. Valley was another team that was supposed to be really good. They had a lot of guys returning from last year.
Going into the Valley Christian game, it was definitely our first league game against a real opponent. This was definitely a game where we wanted to come out strong and really show what we had as a team and what we could do.
And we came out and we put up 50-something points on them. And I think that's when our team realized that we didn't just beat Reardon. We hadn't just beaten these teams just because they were weaker, but we were good ourselves, and that we would have a shot at the title.
We drove down the field, scored to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Everyone was going nuts.
But we knew that we had to play every single second to the last whistle blew.
We knew that we could pull it out in the end because we really gained just throughout that game, through those couple hours that we were in that game. I think we gained so much confidence as a team.
We basically, controlled that game against a pretty good WCL opponent, and we were able to respond to, setbacks.
After the Sarah game, I thought we really had a chance to win a WCL championship.
That game defined our team as just coming back, scoring another touchdown, getting the ball, coming back, scoring another touchdown. And Coach Janda, I think, really realized the potential in our team at that point.
Going into the mini game, we knew that it would be one of the biggest games of the year in WCAL.
The final seconds of regulation, it was tied. We all kind of felt like we should have won it, and then going into overtime, just feeling the loss was really heartbreaking for us.
St. Francis games always bring out the best of all the teams. I mean, it's a huge game. It's got huge interest in the community. There was, thousands of people there. It was noisy. So, we felt that, we'd go out and compete. Just everything going into the game was awesome. The crowd was awesome. The size of the crowd. It was on, major television there. It was great. And then the game turned out to be an awesome game.
The game was tough. They're easily the most talented team that we've played. Their defense was by far the best.
Huge plays, guys stepping up like they never stepped up before.
We really wanted to show our fans and our school that they could be proud of our team.
Their team was kind of the polar opposite of ours. their offense at least, the pass attack, you know, they really like stretch the ball downfield, and it's something that we didn't do.
You know, during the games, I mean, there's no time when, you know, you're more alive. It's, you know, every sense is working, every thought's working, everything is, you know, moving on.
Okay, it meant a lot, the fact that we were playing for the CCS championship.
It's still hard for me to believe that we won that game because it was ridiculous how unlikely it was that St. Francis, having such a good offense, our defense really stepped it up in the second half.
I was almost in a state of disbelief, realizing that we just won CCS back-to-back years, and this was our championship that we just won. Me and Bordenave ended up going and get the ice bucket and dumping it all over Coach Janda, so it was definitely the icing on the cake of a great season.
Bellarmine Bells will have a tough task in their first ever state bowl appearance, a very stingy defense. The Oceanside Pirates are allowing...
I wish the team last year had it. I know they could have done a good job, but this year's team went into that game playing against a pretty solid team of rather large men and played their hearts out. And we were within one play of taking the whole state title.
Spiral. Jerry Whitaker with the 13.
Even though we lost the state game, it was still definitely a great experience, and we really had nothing to lose. So going out there and playing just all out, it was definitely, even though it was a failure, it was a successful failure.
Last chance for Bellarmine as they drive in Pirate territory. Oside senior Renee Suliano breaks up the pass.
Played one of our top-notch games, and you know, maybe we weren't meant to win that one, but we were definitely meant to go there and have that experience together.
The outcome wasn't what we had hoped for. The trip was awesome. Everyone loved it. No one came out of it. People were disappointed, but no one came out of it with a bad taste in their mouth.
I would have loved to win the state, but just being able to go there was awesome.
Overall, I mean, going to state was an experience that I would not want to lose. There's so many friendships on the team that even though we lost, it was still a positive experience, not only like for us personally, but you know, for the team.